Today, I am reviewing the Major Fitness Drone 2 Smith machine. I'm gonna put this equipment through a hardcore workout, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think. If you're thinking about building yourself a home gym and you want a piece of equipment that is all in one, this right here with a bench and some weights, and you have an entire home gym ready to go. When I got this, I did not know what to expect. I mean, it honestly blew me away. Some of the selling features on this equipment is that it's extremely stable, it's safe, and on top of that, it has a really high weight capacity. Major Fitness is one of the first that started making this kind of equipment. They've been around the longest and they have a really good reputation. I'm super excited to show it to you. I'm gonna break it down for you right now.
They must use a premium manufacturer because this packaging was next level.
Every piece is labeled with one of these stickers.
Every piece came labeled and individually wrapped or boxed. Each box had a parts list telling you exactly what was in that box. They included everything like tricep push down rope, lat pull down bar, T-bar row attachment, D handles, straight bar curl attachment. There was a bunch of extras like the belt, the lifting straps, the wrist wraps. The instruction book had 18 steps, which made the build a pleasure. A lot of stuff came pre-assembled. For example, the pulleys were already installed or set up and ready to go. Setting up the cable pulleys was actually really easy because it's a simple design. There's only 2 types of cables and 2 each. So you have 2 cables on the left, 2 cables on the right. And it was really easy to put it all together. You just bolted at one end, run it through the pulleys, and then bolted at the other, and you're all set. The bench comes fully pre-assembled. You just attach the cross beam with the wheels on it, and then you attach the pads, and it's good to go.
Pick it up just to there, and you can roll it right there, right? You can have it at a high angle. That it'll go past, then it'll go to a decline. These are the kind of plates I had in the first gym I was ever a member at. I did not realize that these were gonna have such a deep lip at the top. This here's your Smith bar. The Smith machine is all the way to the front of the rack. What that does is it gives you a bunch of space in the rack.
The adjustable safety stops make this the safest way to train solo. Even if you fail to rack the bar in the Smith rack, you can just use the safety stops.
This Smith bar has a load capacity of 750 pounds. It also comes with some wrist wraps. Let's go. Ooh, yeah. This is all steel with a plate with 4 bolts that bolts into another plate. On some of the competitors, this piece is plastic. Like it'll have an aluminum rod through the center and just a plastic sheath for your Olympic weights. Look at that. That thing is a beast. I got a Smith machine in my garage. The benefit of that is that you can train to failure. If I get stuck at some point, which I will, I'm gonna rotate the bar, rack it. Ah! Yep. This is what you call a wave pattern Smith bar rack. This is what you want. Look how much space is left in this rack from my bench. I don't like it up on my neck. And if there's not enough room in the rack, that's where you're stuck. What does all-in-one mean? It means that you can use this Smith bar or you can use free weights. Let's set this bad boy up for some regular bench presses off the front of the rack. These safety bars have a load capacity of 1,100 pounds. I wanted to see how stable this was. Stable. Like, I'm pulling on it We can do everything on this setup. Like there's nothing that we can't do on this. This pulley system is legit. Like it's so much better. I'm thinking about canceling my gym membership, dude, because save myself 40 bucks a month. These dip handles are rated at 600 pounds. 300-pound load capacity for cable crossovers. A lot more expensive racks will have these plastic rollers. See how smooth that is? That's so cool. Cable system is a 1-to-1 resistance design. That just means that for every pound you put on the trolley, you're gonna feel 1 pound when you pull on this cable. Each one of these pulleys goes to its own stack. When you're pulling this handle, you're pulling that weight. This handle is a 1-to-1 ratio for that stack right there. Sometimes I like to do these rear delt movements where I do both of my rear delts at the same time. With this setup, I can pull and both stacks. Do you see that travel distance? Check out this weight trolley. They have 2 stainless steel rods and smooth plastic bushings. And what that means is this is extra smooth. It has these covers over the top of each pulley so that if you drop the pulley with weight on it, that these don't come off the guides. Woo! The dynamic load for this cable system is 300 pounds. So you can have it set up to where you're doing your push downs on this side with a heavy weight, and then you can jump over here and do cable curls on this side with a lighter weight. You can be doing one exercise on this while your kid or your significant other is doing their exercise on the other side. This chin bar is rated to a 600-pound load capacity. When I'm doing my Smith bar rows, I got plenty of room in front of me in the rack. I'm able to get that full range of motion on there. That's awesome. If you're tall like me, I'm 6'3", this will accommodate the height you need to do Smith machine squats. You can do everything on here. This landmine setup lets you do your T-bar rows. This over here lets you do your low rows. You've got these 4 band pegs that are included so you can use bands. You can use those band pegs on the top or the bottom. I give this equipment a 10 out of 10. Major Fitness put all of the money and effort into the things that matter most. The way they place the Smith bar system all the way to the front of the rack, using a dual trolley system so that each individual pulley has its own weight stack. This super heavy duty Smith bar, the extra long safety bars, the wave pattern Smith machine rack, the quality of the pulley rollers. This is the Major Fitness Drone 2 Smith machine. It's exclusive on Amazon. By itself is $900. If you get this with the bench, it adds $200. And the whole thing with the weights, the bench, and the rack is gonna be $1,700. If I was buying a piece of home gym equipment right now, I would buy this Drone 2. Click the link below, buy yours right now. All right, guys, that's all I got. I hope this was helpful. More cool stuff to come. Keep grinding.